Mukibati Ashetindarapomo, the evening conversation and the platform to educate us as we go into the discussion of the day. My name is OLAYOMI Koiki, and I say good morning, good evening, and welcome into my live transmission. In the 18th day of the month of March 2024. Yes, àti kúrò ní 2023, àti wà ní 2024. Ẹ bá wa pín ètò yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o.
We made the declaration saying that it's too late for restructuring in Nigeria. You remember in 1962 there was a massive problem in Nigeria when Awolowo was arrested. Our people talked to us. There was crisis for over 4 years that led to the coup. There was a Yoruba meeting of elders called the Yoruba Leaders of Thought. We relented. The thing continued. Yoruba has continued to lose ground since that time. In 1993, there was the annulment of the June 12 election. The former Oni spoke and said Yoruba should go ahead and contest an election. We did. It led to nothing. The same thing happened in 1988, just before the handover to the democratic elected government. Yoruba did not want to go for anything like Nigeria again. But then it failed. Look at where we are. Yoruba has been losing ground since 1914. And we are just tired. We are there for restructuring. It's too late for restructuring in Nigeria. It's too late for sovereign national conference. It's too late for resource control. What we want now is Oduduwa Republic. And we are very categorical about that. We have made that very clear. We have made declarations, and we are very serious about our demands. Every region just go to its own tent. Yoruba wants to be on its own because the problem that Yoruba has is Nigeria. Nigeria is the problem, is the impediment to Yoruba development. It's the impediment to Yoruba development. Without Nigeria, we won't be where we are. 1960, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. But look at where we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces? I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The process of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
Well, it has come to an end, and that is the reason why we continue to educate many Yoruba people on the reason why we should exit Nigeria under the right to self-determination. Self-determination is an inalienable right, and that right will be respected by international community as we continue to propagate, as we continue to work towards the Yoruba exit from Nigeria. Nigeria is a failed country, and it is not going to work. And that is why, under the leadership of Professor Adebanji Akintoye and the YSDM and the so many Yoruba groups that have come together and say the impediment to our life is Nigeria. Share the program and let's kickstart the evening conversation. My name is OLAYOMI Koiki.
Koikimedia, we bring in the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, we bring in the world closer to your doorstep.
They never sabi.
Where do we carry for her? Or did they move closer before they go sabi?
I said they never know.
Where do we carry for body? Or did they move closer before they go sabi?
Okay,
ìwúlò ló lajú. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa, ká fi wọ́n sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè gbódùdúwà ga, Odùduwà tó kàn pépé wá. Ọmọ Odùduwà ṣe kéré. Ká dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀, ká lè dojúmọ̀ bí kankan ilé rí. Àwa ló bá ọkọ ilé wa. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé, ká ti gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀. Àwa ní ìmọ̀lẹ̀ tí yóò tàn káàkiri. Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbétò lárugẹ, ètò tó gbójú owó tiwa mà ní. Àdínkùgbà ibẹ̀, ètò tó gbójú owó tiwa mà ní. Àgbétò lárugẹ, àwọn dásà lárugẹ, ètò tó gbójú owó tiwa mà ní. Transport, ẹ máa rí gbọ́. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú ọlọ́rẹ̀ mi tó ní kí n máa ké dandan. Koikimedia ọlọ́gbàdìmọ̀ mi máa bẹ́sẹ̀ lọ. Ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà. À ń gbádùn rẹ. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú ọlọ́rẹ̀ mi jẹ́yìn lọ máa fi dìbò tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin lọmọ nínú máa dé máa dé máa dé. Ẹ̀yin lọmọ nínú máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀. Igbó máa wọ̀ kájọ́jì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ, àjòjì tó bá wọ̀ bẹ́ ká tẹ̀lé lọ bọ́ra. Ẹ̀yin lọmọ lọ́wọ́ òyìnbó tó dé, ìgbà tó yìnbó dé, òun àdẹ́gùn bọ̀ sí ro. Koikimedia ṣàwà ní bàbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Adáńtọ́ àtúnpèrègèdè àwọn ní bàbá. Àwa là ń gbétò lárugẹ jẹ́ ká jọgbọ́ wọn. Àwọn ní bàbá. Àkójà fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa, fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àwọn ní bàbá. Ọmọ Òdùwà ní wọ́n o, lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Àwọn ní bàbá. Ikú tí ó ṣe bí lẹ́bi òsì, àdínkù bàbá yọ. Àwọn ní bàbá. We bringing one closer to your doorstep. Afẹ́fẹ́ tó ń fẹ́ o, a kàn gbogbo lára ni. Àpèrègèdè Olódùmarè tó fún wa ṣe. Gbogbo ayé ẹ gbọ́, àwa ní bàbá o. Àwọn ní bàbá. Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá ẹ kí polówó ọjà yín wá. Nígbà ní bàbá. Òtútù àlágbé dání, òtítọ́ làgbé dání. Àwọn ní bàbá. A kì í sọ̀dálẹ̀, a kì í ṣe oníkèéta. Àwọn ní bàbá. Àgùntàn, àtúnpèrègèdè. Koikimedia, we bring you one closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia is around to give us latest. To give us latest. Ladies and gentlemen, ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó gbójú owó. Ladies and gentlemen, ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó gbójú owó. Koikimedia is around.
To give is coming up to 17:45, which is just 5:45 p.m. in London. Mo kí ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa tí ẹ ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, mo kí bàbá wa Ifáni Ìmọ́lẹ̀ Ayé, Gani Olóyèdé, mo kí yín, mo kí ẹ Colitex, mo kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, ẹ̀yin tí ẹ máa gbọ́ live àti ẹ̀yin tí ẹ máa tún gbọ́. Ẹ má yẹ ká fi kíkí yẹn ká kọ́kọ́ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀, gbogbo yín ni máa fara balẹ̀ kí nírọ̀lẹ́. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ play Yorùbá anthem. Kò sẹ́ni tí kò dispute anthem yẹn nítorí pé nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà at least láwọn state kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n máa ń play. Kódà Tinubu náà lò ó nígbà tó lọ sí Ondo nígbà tó ń ṣe campaign ẹ̀. So tá a bá sọ pé Yorùbá anthem at least gbogbo wa agree lórí yẹn. intai tí agree lórí òun ni pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà but tó bá jẹ́ pé anthem yìí tó sọ pé iṣẹ́ wà fúnlẹ̀ everybody agrees on that so kí ló wá ń fà á tí a ṣe kúkú kúrò ní Nàìjíríà officially ká wá máa lo anthem yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí intan pè ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹjẹ́ àjọgbọ́ tó bá mọ̀ kọ máa kọ tẹ̀lé mi lẹ́yìn. Fúnlẹ̀ wá forílẹ̀ ìbí wá kàgbéga 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 fàyè mi ìgbàgbọ́ wà ní pé bàtí ẹrú làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹjẹ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára ọmọ Oòduà dìde kọ sí ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀ àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí Mr. Adigun Abiodun, mo kí Mr. Kabo, mo kí bàbá mi Ọlákúnlé, mo kí ìyá mi Susan Adérónkẹ́ tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ tí mo tró sàlùtù fún yín, mo kí Àlàbá Àbíaládé Ṣakiru, mo kí ẹ ní Godwin Ugbaja, only great Yoruba patriot. Thank you so much. I love when I get those kind of message. Mo kí ẹ Ọlánipẹ̀kun is a very important, as always important. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, I am not in Nigeria, but I can tell you, with the little internet that we have, with the little help from many of our comrades, I am always in Nigeria. The only difference is that I cannot dress like this in Nigeria because we are not on the same weather. Mo kí ẹ Tony Aegis, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa. Mo kí bàbá Kítóyè, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ júbà àwọn tó láyé. Mo kí ẹ̀yin Mùsùlùmí, mo ní assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n wo bí àwọn ti ṣe lè rántí Fatiha kékeré kan. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Mo gbìyànjú náà. Mo kí yín akóǹgbẹ ọbẹ̀ Elédùmarè á jẹ́ ká rí ìparí oṣù torí ẹni tó bá rí ìparí oṣù ló máa celebrate ní UK not UK according to BBC láàárọ̀ ìmúṣẹ rí yẹn so when I see information ó máa ń stick sórí mi. England and Wales, we have 3.5 million Muslims that are presently living here, and it's always difficult during Ramadan and all that. So there's about 58% that try to get their holiday during that period. Please share the program because this is a platform that educates. I don't talk about sex, neither do I talk about drugs. We don't talk about terrorism, but what we talk about is one thing that is inalienable right of the Yoruba people, which is self-determination. United Nations says I have the right to talk about it. UK also signed about it. UK signed that I can talk about it. Even though UK was not part of those that sat in 1960, December 14, in what we call the 19, and I have my laptop here, so I'm quickly checking what I call the declaration. I think 15, 1514 declaration. UK was not there, America was not there, Portugal was not there, and so many other countries. And today, even though I just saw on the news that Obama, the former president of America, came on a visit to number 10 Downing Street. Obama, Obama was born in Kenya, an American president, a black man. We thought he was going to do well. I don't know whether he did well. You can write in the comment section. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókì mo kí yín. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin aláàwẹ̀. Godwin Ugbaji sọ pé Yoruba self-determination is the goal. How do we propagate it? This is what we are doing. That is nothing more than saying that I can talk sometime that you might feel like, oh, this guy, don't talk like that. It is still our right. The only difference is we are not using gun to chase anybody to accept it. So you that believe in Nigeria, please do not stop talking about Nigeria while I continue to talk about Yoruba nation self-determination. And let me pin down Godwin there. I love that message. Please keep the comment flowing because that helps the platform. Mukiyami Comfort Nikki, Princess Caroline, Mukiyima, Muki Abdulkahid, Eba Apmeto yen, Triple DRS, Mutiloro Gede, Laura Lay. I spent £5. Owó tó ń gbà lọ́wọ́ yẹn pọ̀ jù nílùú yìí, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ mẹ́ta, mo ra plantain crisps méjì, mo ra ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ mẹ́ta, mo ra bread. I'm not going to tell you the name of the brand of the bread because they're not paying me for that. It cost me £5 something. It's too much money. Mo kí àwọn Koikimedia backup team. Mo kí it is King AY. Mo kí ní ọjà ọ̀dàn. Mo júbà gbogbo àwọn balẹ̀ Yorùbá tí mo ṣí fìlà fún orí adé ẹ̀mọ́ra ṣí ni òtútù ni ọba ẹ má bínú sí mi mo fẹ́ ṣí délẹ̀ bọ̀ òtútù yẹn ti bá ṣí ó máa kọlù mí gbìgì ní. Ẹ bá wa pín ètò yìí mo kí bàbá mi Adéyẹmí Ọláyẹmí mo kí gbogbo àwọn àfáà àwọn húlàmà tí wọ́n ń fi ìdánikọ́ wa nípa iṣu pàtàkì yìí. Ìyàtọ̀ kan ni pé èmi ò jáde pé ẹ dáwó fún wa ká lè feed àwọn èèyàn àwọn tó ń ṣe wọ́n ní right but tí country bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ kò jẹ́ pé àwa la máa ṣe yẹn à lè máa ṣe yẹn fún àwọn tó jẹ́ outsider bí other African countries. I have a good news just like I always say mo kí àmì dúpẹ́ agboola Taiwo Ullman. So ẹ jẹ́ ká fi kíkì yẹn títí di 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock I will go straight into the brand. Mo kí platform tá a máa ń lò. I don't normally talk about them but they are there. Is it true that General Yakubu Gowon is dead or not? I can quickly check on that, but I can tell you that I am not perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on the X and go on Twitter, which is the former name, and it will probably pop up if that news is true or not. But as at right now, I cannot say yes because I don't have the information. But as I'm speaking to you right now, I'm going on Twitter, and that will tell me because it updates every now and then, Gowon, Nigeria. So let's see if anything pops up and I'll be able to explain if he's alive or dead. But I can tell you that nothing so far is coming up on the screen. But if anybody has any further information, please let me know because this platform are Kingbe fake news. It is the most powerful social media platform. Alemani 2 million viewers, but atẹ́gùn tó ń fẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Koiki á kọlù wọ́n títí dé gbogbo àgbáyé nítorí pé mo fẹ́ enlighten yín nípa Church of England. Kí ló dé tí Church of England fi ra ẹrú tí wọ́n sanwó fún? Ìyẹn la fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lálẹ́ yìí. Ìyá mi Sikirat Brown mo ṣe salute ma tó bá dago mẹ́fà mo nílé máa kíyàn kankan mọ́ o but mo sì ń kíyìn Emmanuel Felix mo kí Simon Ekpa mo kí àwọn Biafra a lè má fẹ́ràn àwọn ọmọ Igbo wọ́n lè má fẹ́ràn wa but mo kí wọn fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tó ń ṣe. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó disagree pẹ̀lú wa Simple Rahim mo kí ẹ. Mo kí Princess Bakari bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ẹ pé àwọn èèyàn wọlé ẹ má bẹ̀rù pé DSS ń wá yín DSS ò body Jagaban ló wà níbẹ̀ at least a sì ní preference yẹn kò ń ṣe Gàmbàrí ló wà níbẹ̀ Tinubu ò ní fi kú lé wa I can tell you that ó lè má like tí mò ń ṣe bò kò ní fi kú lé wa bí Buhari ṣe ń fi kú lé wa torí olórí burúkú ni Buhari ọmọ Fúlàní ni Tinubu sì máa sọ pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá yẹn ṣáà fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kó máa ó yẹ yín. So mo kí gbogbo wa náà kan ṣe don't come what happen. Tell her I'm in the program now, please do not disturb. Okay, tell her to let you use it. Thank you. Àwọn ọmọ ọdún àná ẹ má bínú àwọn ọmọ yín náà ni a ti fi pálọ̀ fún wọn wọ́n tún wá ń disturb mi ní bíbá so now ó ti disorganize iṣẹ́ tá à ń bá lọ ní bíbá. Let's see if I can get it locked. Yeah, I think. Kò má jábọ́ má bínú. Mo kí a tó bí mi lọ́mọ mo ṣe salute ma. Ìyá mi Comfort Adélẹ́yẹ mo kí yín. Clement àwọn yẹn máa ń sanwó fún mi àwọn Biafra àwọn kíá. Oní Koiki they talk the truth I go give you money. Thank you so much Mr. Clement. Mo kí ìyá mi Tóyìn Akúnlẹ̀yẹ mo salute fún yín. Mo ṣe ìbà fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà tẹ́ ń bẹ lórí ètò tí ara ní pé táwa ṣe gbádùn àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa nísìnyí wọ̀ ọ̀dà ayé jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ sí mi gbádùn ayé àwọn ìyá yẹn wọ́n máa ń kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ́nìí. Mo ti sọ story kan fún yín mọ́ sí mi pàdé MK Abiola lórí flight owó tó fún wọn níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn òun ló ń lọ lọ́hùn kan yẹn ó tówó nǹkan tó fẹ́ lọ rà lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta lórí flight ló ti fún wọn lówó yẹn. Mọ́ sí mi ti ń travel kan tó bí mi ní 1970 ẹ má jẹ́ kí n gbọ́ délẹ̀ gbogbo iná lẹ́mọ èjì mi I am only 40 plus ọ̀dọ́ lèmi náà. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lè ní àárẹ̀ ayé jẹ kí ló ń fà á kí ló dé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tá láṣẹ tá bá bẹ Elédùmarè ṣọ́ máa gbọ́ tá bá rán àwọn èèyàn lọ sí Mẹ́kà kó bá wa lọ bẹ ọba ní Mẹ́kà ní Saudi agbọ́ tá bá rán àwọn èèyàn lọ sí Jerusalem agbọ́ má wàá sọ pé kò sí ìtókùn ẹ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn ẹlẹ́sìn no ẹ̀sìn tiẹ̀ kí wọ́n mú dá má contradict ẹ̀sìn tiẹ̀ pé ẹ̀sìn tiẹ̀ ló dáa jù do your best because ìyẹ̀pẹ̀ ní gbogbo wa bí bàbá kan ṣe sọ. I am not in Nigeria, but I can tell you that I am always in Nigeria. Mo kí brother mi, èmi náà ti gbà wọ́ọ̀dì mi, ó dé London. Bishop Adesina kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ láíláí. Ìfẹ́ tó ní sí ìran ẹ, ìfẹ́ tí o ní sí ìran ẹ, ọba Elédùmarè á bá ń dúró tì ẹ́. Ó ní Koiki ò sí nílé, àwọ̀dẹ̀ ẹ bá ń tẹ̀ sọ́kọ̀ kó dé London. Brother mi tó wá ṣẹ̀ dé, ibi báyìí ló ń gbé. Ó wá ní Mr. Koiki mo ti gbé ẹrù yín dé mo ní mo mọ̀ àwa ríra wọ́n ti wá dì bíbẹ̀ so èmi náà wá ń ṣe presentation tí bàbá Akíntóyè ráyè ṣe fún mi bàbá ẹ sì máa ṣe èyí tó pọ̀ fún wa Ọlọ́run ọba Elédùmarè á bá wa lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀mí yín ẹ máa dàgbà ẹ máa dògbó àjọ máa nílẹ̀ lérí ni àwọn kan ní ó máa pẹ́ mo ní ìyẹn máa wọ́rì pípẹ́ yẹn ẹ fìyẹn sí ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ló ń rìnrìn àjò yìí ọ̀nà tí ó kọ̀ máa gbà tó máa fi débi tá à ń fẹ́ gangan láì tí mọ̀ kódà Ọlọ́run lè lo Tinubu mo kàn ń sọ yẹn ni kò sí tọ́ba Elédùmarè ò lè ṣe but for now èmi ò trust Tinubu so bàbá Akíntóyè mo kí yín torí pé ẹ̀yin lẹ present eléyìí fún gbogbo wa èmi náà wá ń present ẹ̀ fúnra mi báyìí mo ní mò ń sí Nàìjíríà bó ti bá fẹ́ jẹ jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù ti Nàìjíríà á débí báyìí ǹjẹ́ wọn náà lè sọ pé tó bá fẹ́ jẹ jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù UK ǹjọ́ máa dé Nàìjíríà especially with the exchange rate. So this was presented to us. Gbogbo aláran tí ń gbà tó lọ ṣe kíní ẹ ní so ẹ jẹ́ kí n rọra kọ́kọ́ wọ ilé sórí mi ẹ jẹ́ kí n rọra wọ sórí mi báyìí. Ó máa ń da kíyàn gbà wọ́ọ̀dù Ọlọ́run. People DRS nìkan ló ń kí mi ó ní congratulations àwọn tó kí ò kí mi ẹ̀ ń jowú ẹ ti ń jowú nìyẹn o ẹ ti ń sáré jowú kí mi o. It is King AY. Only my research now for General Yakubu Gowon is not dead. Kéré Koikimedia. Wọ́n ní General Yakubu Gowon kò ní kú. Ó máa gbọ́n ọ̀run Biafra. Ó dẹ̀ máa gbọ́n ọ̀run Yorùbá nation. Emmanuel Felix náà pàtẹ́wọ́. Àwọn èèyàn kí mi o. Àdẹ̀tí ni ká dáwó nísìn. Torí tẹ bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ owó lè máa ń sá lọ. Bàbá mi Adéyẹmí náà kí mi congratulations. Ìyá mi Comfort ni congratulations well deserved. Ṣọ̀gá Olúwa Martins no má jẹ́ kí n mix it up Olúṣọ̀gá Ẹniọlá Matthew èèyàn ti Koikimedia náà ni èèyàn ti Koikimedia èèyàn ti gbowó ṣá wọ́n ní congratulations Peter Ọládélé má jẹ́ lọ́sẹ̀ gbọ́n mi ó ní Koiki congratulations mo ní mò sí nínú Nàìjíríà bọ̀ ojoojúmọ́ ni nǹkan tó ń lọ nínú Nàìjíríà ń dọ́dọ̀ mi brother mi ẹ tí mo rí mo gbọ́n Nàìjíríà lára wọn wọ́n ní Mr. Koiki èmi gbádùn tèmi dínbí àti mo lọ́lẹ̀ bọ̀ ìyà ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ní gbogbo èèyàn ló ń tọrọ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ à ń bọ̀ níbẹ̀ ìyá mi Ọlágòkè ní congratulations Polytech náà sọ pé congratulations brother mi ẹ bá máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Bishop Adesina kí ló kọ sí bíbá ìjà kásíta Yoruba nation in recognition of selfless service render and the patriotism in actualization of the Yoruba nation through self-determination. Sọ pé a máa jà o, but ẹ má ní Koiki, bí wọn náà ló máa ń sọ yẹn, jẹ́ ká fi yẹn sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. It is going to be peaceful. Yami Adiat Aromokin Said, wọ́n ní thank you so much. Ọmọ ni mi sọ pé congratulations to you. Gani Olóyèdé ní your success continue in congratulations. mo kí àwọn platform tá à ń lò tó jẹ́ ti àlùkà it is King AY àwọn Koikimedia ó ní congratulation mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Yorùbá Nation Àfọ̀njá TV àwọn àlùkà nìyẹn ó ní Ògúndípẹ̀ Kọ́láwọlé wọ́n ní God bless you sir èmi náà ní God bless you as well. àìtí débi tá à ń lọ àmọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan tó bá fún wa nìkan báyìí a jẹ́ ká cherish ẹ̀ ìyá mi Àjàgbé àwọn girama ní congratulation ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà àìtí débi tá à ń lọ lóòótọ́ mo kí Eunice Ọláìwọlá lórí ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn ti Táíwò nìyẹn láàárọ̀ yìí èmi kọ́kọ́ sọ pé kí n kí àwọn èèyàn lórí platform mo kàn send the voice note sí different platform mo dẹ̀ make sure pé kọ́ máa rò pé forwarded ni so ti bá kí wọn nínú platform yẹn máa dárúkọ platform yẹn tí bá kí platform ti yín gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni mò ń kí a ti fẹ́ wọ 6 o'clock that means pé a ní presentation tá a fẹ́ ṣe kílẹ̀ má bàa ṣúmọ́ bá torí tó bá máa fi di 7 ilẹ̀ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣe kí ni a máa wálẹ̀ mo kí Great Yorùbá Nation mo kí bàbá mi Adéníyì Adéjùbril ẹ ṣé gan ni. The organizing body through Professor Emeritus Adebanji Akintoye prefer this award of excellence this day ní last year ni wọ́n fún wa ní award yìí ní on the 28th of October 2023 tèmi ti wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí mi ní Nàìjíríà but kò kọ̀ tí dọ́dọ̀ mi officially ni but ó ti débì by officially on Olayomi Koiki as the officer of the Order of Yoruba Land àwọn oyè ńláńláńlá Professor Adebanji Akintoye mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Bishop Adesina. Now we have a lot to talk about within the 1 hour and I say mo sọ fún yín pé I have the energy and the strength mo lè jáde multiple times kódà ìkànnà ọmọ mi náà ní ọ̀gá mo fẹ́ go live mo ní tó bá fẹ́ go live má fi tiẹ̀ dá tèmi dúró torí pé ntẹ́mi máa sọ yàtọ̀ sí ebi àgbẹ̀ lọ́ba ni wọ́n ń ṣe má wá fi tiẹ̀ disturb tèmi tó bá dé stage yẹn we will have multiple event running mo kí ọpẹ́ ní ìlú Ọjàdàn mo kí àwọn bàbá wa tó bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ let's go into the conversation a little bit. Oh, Gani Olóyèdé náà ó fẹ́ tẹ́kì ọ̀dà mò ń bọ̀ jẹ́ ń yọ kúrò ní nísòro o lè bá rí dáadáa ṣe ò jẹ́ ń fún ẹ ní ó yá ó clear bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ṣá wọ́n náà fẹ́ take picture ẹ má bínú mo tún ti dá padà mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ẹ rí mi pẹ̀lú àwọ̀dì yẹn ẹ̀yin náà lè ṣe screenshot atan laptop náà sí bíbá ẹ má bínú pé Koiki bẹ́ẹ̀ ló wá wò ni náà àwọn èèyàn rí mi níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n rí mi láti bíbá jẹ́ nǹkan kọ́ ṣe báyìí ó yá ẹ tẹ́kẹ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà ṣe ti rí ṣe ń súnmọ́ yín ṣe ń lọ sókè ṣe ń lọ́lẹ̀ ó yá ṣẹ́yìn náà máa tẹ́kẹ̀ kẹ́ tọ́jú ẹ̀ sínú ilé yín kẹ́ sọ fáwọn ọmọ yín pé ọmọ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn òun lélẹ̀ ẹ̀yin náà bá ń gbé sínú ilé yín mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Now let's go into the program slightly. First and foremost brother mi kan send kankan sí mi láàárọ̀ yìí mo post ẹ̀ sórí platform wa mo fẹ́ lọ kà síta ká wá tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ nípa kí ló dé tí Church of England ẹ̀yin náà fẹ́ take picture paparazzi ó yá take it ṣé mo dúró dáadáa ṣé kí n báwo ni kì í ṣe ṣó lọ díẹ̀ ṣé o gbẹ ṣó mú yes ta ló máa ń sọ yẹn mò ń gbọ́ ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lánàá ṣó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mò ń gbọ́ program ẹ̀ lálẹ́ àná mo rẹ́rìn ni ìtọ́ fi sọ pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá even tá a bá jà lọ tá a bá jà bọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ sì ni gbogbo wa bá kọ̀ wá lórí òtítọ́ so a máa gbé picture kínní a máa post ẹ̀ later so ẹ jẹ́ ká move swiftly because àsìkò kò sí a dẹ̀ fi discuss ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan mo kí Bishop Adesina lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ mọ̀ pé àwa lórí platform tiwa olúkálukú ló ní bó ṣe máa ń present program tiwọn àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa nǹkan kan tó ń lọ ṣe mọ̀ pọ́dọ̀ tiwa àwa máa káwa máa báṣẹ́ lọ ìbí nǹkan tẹ́ máa ń sọ fún mi náà nìyẹn Koiki wọ́n má tún wà wọ́n máa báṣẹ́ lọ so ẹ jẹ́ ká tètè máa báṣẹ́ yẹn lọ so mo fẹ́ lọ gbé information yẹn síta kí n kà á ṣe má bínú pé I might be looking this way because laptop wà níwájú mi níbí báyìí tí mò ń lò náà so I posted that this morning so mo ní láti wá lọ sísàlẹ̀ láti lè lọ mú jáde tí bá wá kà síta then we move into the program mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o wọn ò ní gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ sọ pé àmì náà òun lélẹ́yìí tẹ́ ẹ̀ báyìí tí rí màá tún rí share padà sórí platform. What is the impact of technological advancement to Africans, in particular the Yorubas, with a question mark? Ẹ má bínú àwọn mọ́tò tó ń lọ lẹ́yìn ló ń dàbí pé a bit of sound ń wọlé ẹ má bínú ó yẹ kí n ṣe nínú ilé ni but ẹ mọ̀ èmi náà máa fi gbatẹ́gùn London sára òun ló ń jẹ́ ká fresh. What is the impact of technological advancement to the Africans, in particular the Yorubas, with a question mark? What is the effect and impact of changing the world order to Africans and the Yorubas, question mark? What is the impact of changing political landscape to the Africans and again the Yorubas, question mark? Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa mú dání. What is your plan and input to the advancement of your race, the Yoruba race, and all of humanity? Question mark. Do you think there are saviors that will redeem our Africa and Yoruba? Mo fẹ́ túbẹ̀ yẹn kà dáadáa. Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ń ro lọ́kàn pé àwọn savior kan máa wá gbà wá ìyẹn ní Africa ní continent tó dáa tó pọ̀ ju Europe lọ tí a pọ̀ bò wọ́n sọ fún wa pé ká minimize ọmọ bíbí lọ́hùn-ún nítorí pé àwọn ló ń control wa 27 European countries ló ń control 54 African countries tó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n wá ń béèrè pé do you think they are saviours that will redeem our Africa and Yoruba? Question mark. Ẹ máa bá ń fi sínú comment section. Or are we the saviors we have been waiting for? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń comment, ẹ̀yin náà wà lára savior. Èmi tẹ́mi ń ṣètò, èmi náà wà lára savior. Àwọn tó disagree pẹ̀lú wa náà tó ń sọ pé Koiki, àwa fẹ́ restructure, àwọn náà wà lára savior. Àmọ́ how do we redeem our pride as Africans and Yorubas? Because we are Yoruba but within Africa. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa rántí pé ní 1884 ni wọ́n jókòó pàdé kọ̀kọ̀ tí wọ́n invite àwa tí a jẹ́ Africa. Ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti pín Africa tolúkálukú yọ tiẹ̀ tí a fi ń sọ pé lẹ́ni àwọn kan ló ń control ibi tó ń pè ní CFA tó ń pè ní France bíi Benin, Mali, Niger àtàwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ bọ̀ ní ọ̀dọ̀ tiwa ní Southwest àwọn òyìnbó ló control àwọn òyìnbó aláwọ̀ funfun Britain ní Ghana títí dé Nàìjíríà àtàwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Do you know of any other race or culture that has the reach and the root like Yorubas that is not at the table helping to shape the direction of travel of human race? Ǹjẹ́ ọmọ yẹn kan tá à ń pariwo Yorùbá nation tó dẹ̀ jókòó tó ní kò sí ìtó kàn ń tó ní àsìkò tí tó kí n tá à ń béèrè fún yẹn kò ń ṣe right wa? Ǹjẹ́ wọn náà mọ̀ yẹn kan? Ǹjẹ́ òun bá wọn sọ? Ǹjẹ́ tó kàn ń pé ètò yẹn tó fi ń ṣe àǹfààní fúnra ẹnìkan? Even if you have your friends that are APC, èmi náà láwọn tó jẹ́ APC tó jẹ́ PDP, ìyẹn míì pé àníjọba sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn máa sọ tiwọn èmi máa sọ tèmi. Ǹjẹ́ ń táwọn ń sọ yẹn ǹjẹ́ ó ń ripe mọ́ etí tiẹ̀? Ǹjẹ́ tí wọn náà ń sọ ǹjẹ́ ó ń ripe? Because for 60 years or plus ni a ti ń run election ní Nigeria and till date kò sí àṣeyọrí kankan. Are you ready? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ti ṣe tán? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ti gbáradì? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n rò pé ọ̀nà àbáyọ ti dé àbí ká túbọ̀ ní sùúrù díẹ̀ kí ọ̀nà àbáyọ lè dé nígbà tí Tinubu bá ṣe tán? Are you ready to stand on the sideline in your comfort zone and watch your race subjugated? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ fún yín ní dictionary meaning subjugated spelled as S-U-B-J-U-G-A-T-E-D. Ìyẹn ní tàwa torí but fún àwọn tó fẹ́ ní understanding ẹ̀ díẹ̀ màá sọ pé Sarah uniform Bravo Juliet uniform Golf Alpha Tango Echo Delta. Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n máa jókòó when our both important indigenous people àwọn ẹ̀yà wa have been subjugated? Kí ni meaning subjugated? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wò ní English dictionary or Oxford dictionary. So subjugated subjugated kí ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀? So let's look for the meaning of the word subjugated. So tá bá sọ pé subjugate, the past tense is subjugated. The past past participle is subjugated, bringing under the domination of control, especially by conquest. So àárín Nàìjíríà but àwọn ẹ̀yà kan wà níbẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi tí wọ́n tó fi ń tẹ̀ wá mọ́lẹ̀ tó jẹ́ ká gbérí. Báwo la ṣe máa jáde tana fẹ́ travel lọ sí African countries wọ́n dẹ̀ ń disrespect wa àwa dẹ̀ la jẹ́ the most important people in the world. Mo kàn sí lo Africa mo ti sọ pé máa travel lọ sí Europe. Try to go to South Africa as Nigeria wàá mọ bó ṣe difficult sí. Ìtàn pè ní pé àwọn kan wà tó ń subjugate wa àwọn kan wà tó ń dominate ayé wa nítorí pé àwa la ní resources tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá but we have not been able to use it for the purpose of mankind. Let's ask a little bit more. What does it mean to be subjugated? What does it mean to be subjugated? To bring under complete control or subjection, conquer, master, or to make a submissive or subservient, enslave. Farabalẹ̀ ká gbọ́ àárín yẹn. Wọ́n béèrè pé what does it mean to be subjugated? O lè kọ sílẹ̀ English dictionary yẹn kí wọ́n náà lọ check it. S for Sarah, U for uniform, B for ball, J for Juliet, U for umbrella, G for golf, A for apple, T for table, E for egg, D for dog. Kọ sílẹ̀ kó wá lọ wo meaning ẹ̀ ní English dictionary. Wàá wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ rẹ pé ǹjẹ́ ẹ̀tọ́ ni fún ìjọba láti ṣètọ́jú fún gbogbo wa tí a gbọ́dọ̀ máa wá sórí social media pé èèyàn kan ní kidney problem àwa fẹ́ gbé lọ sí India kí ló ṣe UCH tí kò wà equipped tí a dẹ̀ gbọ́ ìtàn pé ní ìgbà kan rí ọba Saudi máa ń wá sí UCH láti wá ṣe kí ni ẹ má bínú kọ́ tó wà important ni. Mo wà lórí live ṣé kò ọjọ́ ẹ̀. All right. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tẹ́ bá ṣe ń gbọ́ mi lórí Koikimedia Odùduwà jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ torí pé kọ̀ọ̀kan wọlé síbẹ̀ yẹn so ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ padà tí voice mi bá ṣe ń jáde. Now mo fẹ́ ká farabalẹ̀ ká gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí subjugated àwa ìran kan àwa wà nínú Nàìjíríà àwa ń tra ẹ ṣe gan Mr. Kim Olúwadámilọ́rẹ̀ so the voice is still coming out. Why are we being suppressed? Why are we being marginalized? Ẹ ṣé Mr. Peter Oladele, why have we been molested? Kódà wọ́n ti strip wa naked, a kàn ń fi aṣọ bò ni. And that has gone for a very long time. But a dúpẹ́ pé àwọn onílẹ̀ wọ́n gbé Tinubu débẹ̀. Ó wá kù sí lọ́wọ́ láti propagate pé subjugation tó ṣe fún wa yẹn kò gbọ́dọ̀ tún jẹ wá mọ́ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tóun bá kúrò níbẹ̀. Ibi táwa ti ní concern pẹ̀lú President Tinubu nìyẹn. Mo kí Prince Adéwùmí ṣe gan ni. Because Tinubu is there for a purpose, is there for a mission, but that mission must be resolved not that because tí ẹnìkan fún ìran Yorùbá whether ibìkan ló ti ṣẹ̀ wá ibìkan kọ́ ló ti ṣẹ̀ wá ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ nísìn in tó bá ti mú President Bola Ahmed Tinubu kúrò lórí oyè tí a wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn for 4-8 years tí kò dẹ̀ rí solution sí ọ̀rọ̀ bí àṣeníwà subjugated ọmọ problem wà lọ́jọ́ iwájú o. Mo kí bàbá mi Mutiu Ahmed again subjugated because I want to move swiftly. Aago mẹ́fà lù ó kọjá 14 minutes. Ẹ̀rí Yorùbá yẹn aago mẹ́fà lù mo mọ mí ní 14 minutes yẹn ni. Yorùbá ó lọ lẹ́nu mi díẹ̀díẹ̀. What does it mean to be subjugated? To bring under complete control. Ìwọ náà máa ń lò lẹ́ǹkankan àwa náà ti lórí tó bá dé Nàìjíríà tó ní pounds lọ́wọ́ láti airport. Ọmọlódé ọdẹ tó dé. Where are you coming from? Ó mọ̀ pé owó lọ fi gbà ẹ gbọ́ owó kẹjẹ máa lọ́jà ẹ má yọ mí lẹ́nu. Ọ̀bóyá tó bá expect àwa máa ń bùgá gan àwa diaspora tá a bá wálé because I believe pé tó wà nílé kò rí ṣe ìrọ́dẹ̀ ni. Ó wà reverse ni ní tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹni tó wà nílé ó sì ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìnyí o bọ̀ kò kọ̀ pọ̀ mọ́ ni. Ẹni tó wà nílé ní ṣìgìdì owó tó ń ṣòwò yahoo tó ń ṣòwò ritual tó ń ṣòwò gbà síbẹ̀ yẹn owó ìjọba tó ń jí irú àwọn bàbá tiwa wọ́n jẹ ayé tó fi kú ni wọ́n ò dẹ̀ jí owó government And my father was coming here to pray at Baker Street. But ǹjẹ́ ìwọ ní age tiẹ̀ ǹjẹ́ orí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ nísìnyí? Tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ fáwọn kan, with a proportion of Yoruba people do not have that luxury. Ẹni tó fún mi ní eléyìí tó bá mi gbé wá, ó ní bàbá Koiki, ó ní wọ́n tẹ̀sí oúnjẹ díẹ̀ jẹ ní Ìbàdàn, ó ní everybody ń tọrọ ni, ó ní tó bá rí pé ó clean bá máa súnmọ́ ẹni, because we have been subjugated. Let's move swiftly. Now, to make a submissive or subservient enslaved, níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ slave ti jáde nìyẹn, ẹ má bínú lẹ́ǹkan sí. Mo wà lórí live show, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? All right, later. All right. Ẹ má bínú, ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá ti dọ̀rọ̀ family, we try as much as possible. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Prince Adéwùnmí, tẹ́ bá ti tún gbọ́ mi, ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbọ́ níbẹ̀ nítorí call wọlé lórí line yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí again. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ gbọ́ mi, ní issue, mo kí àwọn arúkà àtọmọ́wùnmí, mo kí Bishop Adesina, thank you so much. Ó padà dé bí báyìí. Mo appreciate yín, mo ti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, but mo ṣe site yín ni, ẹ ti rí. Ṣé ó débẹ̀? Ṣe rí confirm yẹn náà ni, ó ti dé London. 6 hours ni. Nigeria sí London 6 hours ni. Nigeria ló rìnrìn 7 hours láti Ìbàdàn lọ sí Ìgbòho. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi Mutiu, wọ́n náà ṣe ń gbọ́ mi. Ilẹ̀ ti fẹ́ máa dark, so I'm gonna move swiftly because of the time. Àìtí parí program mi, mo sì lè tún jáde lálẹ́, kò matter. Àṣẹ yẹn tó kù táwọn ọmọ bá ti sùn. But for now, ẹ ṣé gan ni for the sky. Thank you so much. Say congratulations. Thank you so much. Now, let's go back to write-up. Timon call lẹ́nìkan yẹn. So I'm gonna go back and link Etimomin is subjugated missing. Moti Shalaye, Clement, thank you so much. All Tinubu structure will be underdone when the Fulani get back to power, or even worse, before then, Nigeria will break up. And this is why we are concerned. Tinubu wants to stabilize things. If he does that, what happened after he leaves the office? Even if he put the structure that they might not be able to change, they don't understand nothing. So, are you ready to stand on the sideline in your comfort zone? Then Koiki, this is not the time. This is the time for everybody to fold their shoulder and start asking real questions about, do we still want to be one Nigeria? And if we're going to be one Nigeria, under what terms and conditions? Because we cannot be one Nigeria with a fraudulent constitution. We cannot be in one Nigeria with people being marginalized, whether through what belongs to us, even though it's meant to be shared among us. Tinubu is there now, is putting more to the Yoruba side. We are very happy. What about the rest of the Nigerians or the indigenous people? So, are you ready to stand on the sideline in your comfort zones and watch your race subjugated, which I have explained the meaning, enslaved and eliminated? Some might say, Koiki, eti exaggerate kini jo. Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ wà passion nípa Yorùbá people pé kó dá dúró. But are you saying that wọ́n máa eliminate wa? Let me ask in the comment section. Maybe you can defend me. Please don't defend me if it is not worth defending. Do you think that we can be eliminated if we sit back and do nothing? Just under 10 seconds. I want to see what pops up on the screen. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ rò pé ǹjẹ́ lọ́kàn yín, mo kí ẹ Ganelo Yede, ó ní, are we the savior of our Yoruba land? The answer is yes. We see the fight we conquer our generation is going to achieve. The question is, do you think that they can eliminate us if we sit back and do nothing? Brodami, Egbomi, Abiodun George, mo fi tẹ̀lé Dùmarè kí Isaac Olaide, Mama King, tí bá ṣe ń pick orúkọ along the line. Thank you so much, Army Call on Instagram, and also 30GB Marine. Please share the program and let us talk about who we are, Yoruba people. If we do nothing, if Triple DRS said yes, Mr. Motosho, Olawumi sọ pé yes, Mr. Funsho, Sori Mimade, only yes, if we sit back. Let's look at it this way. My brother Akim Oluwadamirare sọ pé yes. Those are the people that are in the program. The rest are watching, but they are learning, and they're probably just looking at me and saying, you are lying. Nobody wants to eliminate Yoruba people. Nobody wants to even eliminate Hausa people. But we saw that Deborah was burnt down in Kano because of her view under a Christian. We saw that Oloye Igboho took the fight to the Igogon. If Oloye did not get involved, maybe somebody else would have got involved, but we did not see that person. So, Mr. Saliu agree with me. Wane Akweto, Mr. Abe say yes. So that means that proportion of people on the thread tonight say, Olayomi Koiki, you are quite right. If we have sat back and do nothing, imagine that none of us is talking like this. Just imagine. And people are scared, and I'm not making this up now. Brother tó gbé kíní wá fún mi láti Nigeria, ó ní àwọn márùn láwọn lọ sí Ìgbòho fún burial màmá wa tó kú, màmá Ìgbòho. Wọ́n náà àwọn márùn yẹn, they were not ready to go because they were scared. Who are they scared of? Kó má bàa jí wọn gbé ní ọ̀nà tó bá ń lọ sí Ìgbòho. Remember that the journey from Ibadan to Ìgbòho is 7 hours, and I can still confirm that till today, nobody was kidnapped on the day throughout the period of Igboho's mother burial, because we sent out a message that would not happen during that period. We will not have said what we are going to do, but I want to one more way. Igboho will be on the ground, and if anybody get kidnapped during that period, we will move as swiftly as possible and go after them with everything that we have. And nothing of such occurred. We know that because evidence continues to point that more Nigerians are being kidnapped because they are going to be eliminated one way or the other. Mokibi Abami, Yemi Akinleye. So we are not here making things up. We are going on the track record. And let me just stop on that for now. Let me repeat that again. Are you ready to stand on the sideline in your comfort zone and watch your race being enslaved by what the former president Muhammadu Buhari did to make sure that he took everything out of Nigeria to favor his own race, his own indigenous Fulani people, by even opening the door and allow them to flourish and kill men and also enslave us, that it has now become don't travel now to Kwara State, it is too late. How did we get to that stage? How did we get to that stage is the question. It's because there are some evidence-based. The former Navy comrade OLAKUNLE said, quote and unquote, on China's television, there are some people that have an agenda to Islamize Nigeria. That is a flag that we are going to be eliminated. Mokiyawa Bisola Oladele, Nana Awele Lasisi, Wani Eku Ishe Ribiribi, Mokiyami. Babami Olagidi Ademolani, we need to prepare for Onwija. Some say, Koiki, stop preparing us for what is not going to come. Stop talking about war, because there is no war coming, because the people that are in the forest, they are just bandits. Do you think so? Should we be concerned as Yoruba people? Afis Adisa 12 on Instagram. As you're joining, I say good evening and thank you so much. This program is just going to be 1 hour, but there's always the series that is coming back. So I want us to stick to this message, which I'm about to finish reading. So I'm going to move swiftly, but I want to continue to let us remember that, are we being enslaved in Nigeria? Let me ask that question again. Inje, everyone, don't bother me, whether you are Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Ishekiri, do you think that we are currently enslaved in Nigeria? I don't know. I'm asking now. I'm playing the devil advocate. Inje, ìwọ rò pé ó ṣì ń lò wá bí ẹrú nínú Nigeria? Don't worry about me, because èmi ni mo gbéra mi wá sí Europe pé mo fẹ́ wá ṣe ọmọdọ̀ fún wọn. Even if I have been given opportunity. I am still a slave because Diane Abbott, that I've used as my iMac, stood for 42 times, and yet she was not called by the same parliament that told us that we live in a civilized society. We saw the black young boy that was forced to kiss a white young boy on his shoe in this country in 2024. I'm asking us again. Ǹjẹ́ ìwọ rò pé we are being used as slave? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ń lò wá bí ẹrú? Tẹ́lẹ̀ la máa ń lọ ń gba àwọn ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ láti Togo, láti Benin, kọ́ wá bá wa ṣeré, kọ́ wá bá wa ṣiṣẹ́, ní ọgbà máa bá wa fọbọ́, wá bá wa tọ́jú ọmọ níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn. Ǹjẹ́ ìwọ rò pé àwa gan ti wá di ẹrú nínú ìlú wa, ní orílẹ̀ wa, ní ibi tí ọba Elédùmarè sọrí wa kalẹ̀ sí? I am not saying in other African countries, but I've seen the comment section. And why? That's happening because there are some people that are working with our politicians that wants to eliminate us so that you don't have the strength. Today I have begged, I'm still begging it. This is not the time to look that are saying to you, give us your land so we can put our cattle and they can do whatever they want to do. And he has now said to our governors in the southwest, and everybody says that is okay. We are talking about maybe not all the Fulanis, and I'm just trying to be plain devil advocate. But we have some Fulanis that are not living with us because they are rearing cattle. They are now living with us with some of the latest audio that a man said that they say that we are living a better life. They want to make that better life ungovernable, uncomfortable for every single Nigerian, regardless of whether you believe in the total disintegration or you still believe in the self-determination. This is not the time to joke. I am not here to scare anybody, but the fact is that evidence continues to point that Kuje prison was break into, and as we speak today, nobody has been penalized for that. Do you want us to continue? There are so many cases of Fulani attack. Do you remember Dr. Chilelo? And I hope I pronounce her name very well. Dr. Chilo. No, let me find that name very well. Dr. Chi died Kaduna Abuja train. What is her name again? Dr. Chinelo. Yes, I remember. Dr. Chinelo, she's a dental surgeon. She was just less than 72 hours to travel out of Nigeria to Canada. For whatever reason, she was killed on the train. Mokia Easy. This program is coming to an end. I know you don't want it to finish, but let us say that it's come to an end, but the next series is coming up again very soon. Moki Mr. Yemi Akinleye, cattle rearing is a business. Whoever wants to embark on it should acquire a land and set up a ranch. But that is not what President Bola Tinubu said. He is now pleading because he visited Babangida, and Babangida said, go and tell your governors to release farm, land. Is it not the same thing that we were asking that Ruga? Thank you so much, Dr. Chinelo, Mojid Ibrahim, Moki Olanikwekun Plenty. Mr. Ben said, Koiki, you are right. Nothing is going to work in this fraudulent constitution in Nigeria. How do we then say we want to continue to live in Nigeria if we are not discussing the most important basic things? I am still on the subjugated. Whether we are Yoruba, whether we are Hausa, every Nigerian today are living as a slave because the basic things of life have been removed from you. Mokie Austin Igbekwe. The best thing for the Igbos and the Yoruba is to free themselves from the British company called Nigeria. But many Nigerians are saying that we are still listening to Katrina Lang. Oh, she left Nigeria. It was the former British High Commissioner that could not fight for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, but she promised Nigerians that go and vote. If anybody mess around, we are not going to give them visa. Do you think most of these politicians wants to come to UK? Maybe some, but majority of them are no longer investing in UK because they are becoming more smarter. Iyabo Ajala, happy belated birthday, and I hope you have a very lovely birthday, and happy birthday to everyone as well. So as you can see, it's getting dark, and I don't want to be in darkness, not that because of mosquito, because we can just continue this program on the next stage. Clement Muke Chinelo. So Dr. Chinelo died between Abuja Kaduna train services. Rotimi Amechi said, I told this born bastard Buhari that there is no security to protect Nigerians. Do you know what Buhari said? Toss off. We are in danger. But many Nigerians are saying, Koiki, you are exaggerating this too much. Please tempo down. You are not in Nigeria. And whatever you are saying, you are making us to become very scared. Really? Am I the one making you scared? We have Muki Grandma Ajayi. We have people that have now become a terrorist within the territory known as Nigeria. And the Nigerian army, this was 2 days ago, if I'm right, on Twitter. I love the Biafra because Twitter is their house. They sit there and they comment, they retweet. I hope the Yoruba people will catch up as quickly as possible. The Nigerian army says, quote and unquote, I may not say the way they say, that where is the girls and the boys kidnapped from Kaduna? Do you know that nobody's talking about them? Where is Obama? Obama, bring back our girls and the wife. They have not talked about it. Was it an agenda with the Jonathan one? Why everybody has gone quiet? Let us wake up. So let me move swiftly because of the time. Are you ready to stand on the sideline in your comfort zone and watch your race subjugated, enslaved, and eliminated without asking yourself, just maybe this is why I have been planted in such a place for a time like this? Some of my friends have called me and said, why are you bothering yourself? You don't live in Nigeria. You live in UK. You are 6,000 kilometers away. Why are you concerned? Africa Confidential aside, thank you so much. The world around us is fast changing. And it is really, really changing. And that is why we are saying that we are the new breed of generation that will make sure that we do whatever in our capacity. And I have never been scared to say it is either there is peace or there is going to be war. War is being fought. More than 30,000 Palestinians have been killed by Israel, and the war hasn't stopped yet, and the world has not ended. So if war starts in Nigeria, I will be part of the game to witness it. But there cannot be war if we can sit on the round table and the real question is asked by our fraudulent politician using a fraudulent document called the 1999 Constitution to govern 200 million people. That is not going to work. Iyami, brother Omote said, Nigeria has been in crisis since 1960. Muke Zikul Ola Lawal. Muke Ubentawa in the UK, and those of you in the 7 continents of the world today. As this program is coming to an end, I'm going to move swiftly. Yorubas, Eyomo Yoruba, probably maybe the others might want to listen as well. Here today, the call of your generations to come, calling out for redemption, and the cry, ẹkún àwọn ọmọ ènìyàn, ó ti dé ibi tó jẹ́ kó dé ní gbogbo ibi tí àwọn tí wọ́n ń ríran, because àwọn kan ṣì ń ríran. The cries of the masses, the people that were killed during the EndSARS, whether they were Yorubas, Igbos, whether they were Hausas, Ishekiris, their cry is gone to where it's meant to be. And the spiritual rhyme have said that Nigeria will collapse. When it's going to happen is what everybody's just waiting for. Until that, just enjoy it because we are going home. We are going home. Home is where Yoruba will stand on their own, Biafra stand on their own, Arewa stand on their own, and the Middle Belt stand on their own. And that does not mean that we cannot live together. 3.5 million Muslims live in this country, and there is a right for them to live in this country, even if the English disagree. So we will still have people live with us, but we will live in a proper setting, not the one that we have presently in the day called the fraudulent, most corrupt system set up by Britain for their own selfish interest on a corporate entity called Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yorubas, one more time. Egbo Igbe, our generation, and this is going to our fathers, our mothers, our kings, our politicians, we are crying out loud, but you are saying to us, continue to be enslaved, continue to be subjugated. One day, the slave will wake up, and that slave will come for you. Don't let that happen. The slaves can be chained, which is what you're doing in Nigeria. You have chained everybody. Up to when this, my brother that brought this award from Nigeria for me, said, quote and unquote, 5 of the team that traveled with him to Igbowo were scared. But one day, from the voice of many people like us, they will wake up and their spirit will fight some of you that have the guns, and your guns will not work on them. Like I said, the whole military architect of Nigeria is not up to 1 million. If 5 million Yoruba people stand out today, we shut down Nigeria, and that will be the end. But the spirit is not yet in them, because they are still enslaved, subjugated, because they are being told by some of the religious center that there is still hope in Nigeria. That hope is dead, and the slave will one day break that chain, and that chain will be used to tie each of you politicians. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, and this is where we're going to end the program. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've learned 1 or 2 things. If you have not learned anything today, just remember the word subjugated. Am I a slave? And if I am a slave, how do I become free? Because freedom, my wife just called me, she's going to Lidl. I should have told her, can you buy freedom for me in Lidl? And she will have said, on what aisle in the shelf? You don't buy this, you walk towards it so that you can free yourself from the bondage that the English people, the West, have kept every single one of us. Not the English citizen, but the empire. And Nigeria, being the last empire of the UK, will be dissolved by every new generation from the Igbo side or the Biafra, from the Arewa, from the indigenous people that have been matched together. We are peace-loving people, but we cannot live together in one entity called Nigeria. Enough is enough. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. Shout out to you all. Bye for now.